I've just bought this Land Rover 110.
It has to be the car world's worst kept secret that if a Land Rover Defender or derivative of is going cheap, you're always buying work.
If you stand back, it doesn't look that bad, provided you cover one eye or you Stevie Wonder, but I mean, he'd be happy to see it. So let's have a look around it and see what he's actually up with it. You can't even call it a headlight. Came with window delete.
And these are the nice bits. In this series, we're going to work from the top down, so you guarantee the worst is yet to come.
Top of the range arse pads. This video isn't going to be a full rebuild. It's about where the project starts. We're not trying to make it perfect, but we're going to see what parts it needs and whether it was a good idea in the first place. Don't think it was. So I want to turn this into a safe, reliable family car, and I've got till summer to do it. As with any project, it being watertight is main priority. So I'm going to try and get the roof done and see if we can get these doors replaced.
I believe how much people charge for these roofs, up to 700 quid in some cases. Luckily, one afternoon on Marketplace, I found this for 200 quid and I've already got the roof liner for it. So we started by taking the bolts out the windscreen. I think there's 6 in total across the top, followed by 1 on the A-pillar near side and 1 in the A-pillar offside. And of course, there's always one that doesn't want to come out. I feel like the older my dad gets, the more patient he gets. I'd have just got the grinder out. And once my dad was satisfied that he'd won the war with a bolt, we continued taking the rest of the bolts outside of the vehicle. There's 4 in the B pillar, followed by roughly another 11 in the side panel. Don't forget the two 13mm bolts located in the seatbelt brackets. But before we took the roof off, we decided to have a quick look at these doors. I was going to repair them, but then I found 4 on eBay. For a bargain. Of course I'm going to buy them. So we started removing the doors. We cut the bottom bolts off because on a Land Rover, the lower down the Land Rover you get, the rustier things get. We got lucky with the top ones, we just unscrewed them, and then we could pry the door off. It's a shame the same couldn't be said for the bolts that hold the hinges to the bulkhead. We had to drill the heads out. Once we'd done that, we could access the fittings on the inside, remove them, ready for the new fittings to be installed. So just for context, I received these doors the night before, and they've stayed there all night. This is the first time I've actually looked at them.
Me. That was worth 250 quid all day long.
So most Land Rover doors are usually rotten, but given the age of these doors, they should all be
Can't
rotten.
get much better than that.
Oh, you could.
If it was new.
That's fine.
So it was at this point we realised that the door hinges were quite badly worn. We also realised that we couldn't find the fittings to hold the door to the bulkhead. So we decided to dry fit it anyway, so we could see what it looks like with new glass, because we'd never been able to see through it up until this point. Then we just ordered the new hinges and bolts. Job's done.
World of difference already.
Bolts.
So the easiest way I found to get Land Rover roofs off is climbing inside, resting your back against it and forcing it with your legs off the floor. It seems to work every time, and it just breaks the sealer on the outside and doesn't damage anything.
Right, so the roof's on, but just have a look at this here. So you see the gap in the B pillar, it tapers off down to the bottom, and then this side's all it's gapped out at the bottom, but then tight at the top. So what I think we need to do, I think this B pillar needs to come forwards, but there's 2 bolts that go through the top, you know, straight through the side. You've got 2 on the bottom, but they do have sliders on. So there is a bit of play in that. We've moved the post as much as we can to still get the bolts in, but the B pillar is still too far this way, so the door jam's not right, so it's like gapped out. So what I think we need to do, I've loosened all the top bolts off across the top, and all the bolts that side, so you can see daylight through there. But I think what we need to do is somehow push the roof forwards, but now I'm on my own because Dad's gone home, so chances are slim. Give it a go. If not, we'll have to wait till I've got a spare pair of hands. So I'm going to be filming this on myself and trying to do the work, so it's going to be a bit of a nightmare really. So hopefully I can get enough for you to follow along. But for now, we're just going to try and push this forward. If you look there, you see the line. I feel like if it went that much further forward towards the front of the vehicle, it'd then all line up nicely. In the back, the holes don't really line up either. So it's a case of trying to get that forward. Yeah, you see there. That answers the question there, that's it. If we can get all that to go forward, then we're laughing, but I don't think I'm going to be able to manage it on my own. What can you do? Hey? And I need to get that bloody door on. Because me and my dad took it off yesterday, but the bolts were seized. We did have the, you know, the little, in fact I'll show you. See if we've got any. So we need to put this door back on as well, before it gets dark hopefully. But the brackets, you know, the little catches that sit inside, that you bolt to, were all seized up, so when we took the heads off, we tried taking the bolts out, they all seized and snapped, so they're all in the bottom of there now. But other than replacing them, there isn't really much you can do. So we tried finding the set that we've got, because we've got them everywhere, because obviously we've got all the Land Rovers. But couldn't find them, looked everywhere. So just gonna see if we can stick one in for now, on top and bottom, rehang the door, just so we can make it secure. Get this roof sorted for today so there's no rain coming in, and then hopefully we are dry really. So let's give it a go.
Now, I know it looks a bit unorthodox, but I've tried everything. This is the last chance before I leave it. So I went round and put bolts in. Yes, they're diagonal, but they pulled the roof in line. And then I went round again, and one by one removed them and fitted a bolt. Job's a good one. Look how easy that went in. That's going to be us for this week. If you do like Land Rovers and Land Rover content, this is the place for you. Plenty coming. We've got a TD5 conversion to do on this, new chassis, all that jazz, but that's going to be later down the line. But for this year, we just want to get this one ready for summer. If you think we can do it, let us know down below. Give us a like. If you haven't already, subscribe. We would really appreciate it, and I do promise to get a unit if YouTube does take off for me. But other than that, I can't afford it because I'm not made of money. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.